Hey Pisces, this is Tara and welcome to your January 15th through February 15th Psychic Tarot Forecast. Thank you for joining me as always. I'm going to pull two cards for the end of January, last 2 weeks, and two cards for the beginning of February, and a transition card, of course. Well, this one definitely wants to come out, so we'll use that as the transition card. Well, they're talking to Pisces. Oop, one fell on the floor. All right. Had to get it for you, Pisces. Okay, so there you go. Remember, this is a general reading. So be sure and watch your moon and your rising sign if this particular reading doesn't resonate with you. And it's always good to watch the other signs anyway. Okay, so your sun, moon, and rising. Excuse me. Okay, let's see what's up for Pisces. This is for starting the end of January. Well, we have two sword cards. We have the Page of Swords and the Ace of Swords. Really auspicious cards, especially the Ace. That's probably one of my favorite cards because it means victory. It means success after a hard-won battle. And I don't mean battle as in it's fatiguing. But yeah, I mean, if you feel like you've been through a lot of stuff, I'm seeing that there's victory and success, and especially around new ideas coming up for you. Now, this Page of Swords facing this Ace of Swords is really a nice card to come before, because it's saying that, you know, the pages are the new guys, the young dudes bring news. So there's news of an idea coming to you, and there's victory around that. You may or may not already know what it is. It may have just come recently. Today is the 11th of January, and of course this reading starts for the 15th. So some of you may say, oh yeah, I know what that is, and I'm excited. And some of you are going to say, well, it hasn't come yet. Well, it looks like it's going to for a lot of you. Something promising, something beneficial. Could be financially rewarding for you, but definitely victory and success. Okay, let's see what the beginning of February looks like. Well, nice. We have the Chariot card, and we have the Ten of Wands. And honestly, I like the Ten of Wands because that's the last card of, as you know, in the suit of Wands. And so this guy's just ready to lay down his burdens. He's ready to put aside all of his, you know, maybe you're working overtime, or maybe you're just feeling like you're spending too much time on a particular project or business, or again, working overtime, or it could be a relationship, but most of the time the Wands really talk about our work. But that you've felt burdened in some way. So you're ready to release some of those burdens, lighten the load. Of course, some of these wands represent your talents and abilities that you've picked up over the years. So it's not like you're going to, those are going to fall away. Those are going to stay with you. You just want to make life easier. You know, it's kind of like work smarter, not harder. And with the Chariot coming right after this, a really nice Major Arcana card. Really nice. I mean, the Chariot is ready to move on after, you know, the story. It's kind of similar to the Ace of Swords. That's why it's, oops, excuse me, getting my attention. The Chariot has... If you're on the Chariot, you've seen, okay, the good and the bad of life. You've seen what it is that you can take with you to move to your next destiny, your new life, your new path. I really think that this is a very, very auspicious reading for you all, Pisces. For a lot of you, let's see what be interesting to see what the transition card brings. Sometimes it's completely opposite than the others, but we'll see. Okay, the Moon card. And actually, when I brought it up, it was in reverse, but I don't read these in reverse. I'll talk about it both ways. So the Moon card is another Major Arcana card. You have two. the moon card talks about, okay, which path do I go on? I'm not sure. It represents the sign of Cancer. And since you all are also a water sign, it's talking about using your intuition. And you may feel like you're wavering a little bit because you may feel like, oh, but that's, ooh, I may have to change my lifestyle if I take this on, but I really want to do it. And that may be the case for some of you. You know, it's going to test your ability and your ability to change a little bit. But in the long run, I see that that's where you're headed. So if you're thinking about a new business or you're thinking about a new job and it's like, oh gosh, wow, that's a different time of day that I go in. Feel it out. Feel it out. I feel like in some ways it can be a very positive move for you. So look at all sides of the coin, okay, Pisces? All right, let's look into the crystal. This is for Pisces, Sun, Moon, and Rising. This is not what I'm seeing in the crystal. It's very interesting because I'm trying to make out this visual, but I just got that some of you are going to be buying new bedding, like mattress, or either you need, you're ready to turn over your mattress. You know how they wear better if you turn it over, if it's the kind that you can. Mine is not. It has the additional layer on top. So some of you all need to turn over your mattress, or you'll want to buy a new one or new bedding. Okay, so it's so very interesting to me. The images sometimes out of the crystal are different than the cards, but that's okay. Just more information. Okay, so this is okay. It feels like someone around you has been prickly, and I'm trying to describe to you the meaning of that to me. They're nice one day, and then the next day they're in a bad mood. It's just kind of like, well, where is their mood that particular day? And you may feel like that sometimes too. That's what I'm getting. It could be you, and it can be someone else as well. So it's okay. We're going through some interesting energies right now. It's actually a very positive time, as a lot of you know that most of the planets are retrograde most of the planets are direct right now. So that's helpful. And by the way, Pisces, as a numerologist, this is a number 3 universal year. Number 3 represents expansion, joy, creativity, optimism. It also brings up emotions. So honor your emotions. Come from the heart space. Okay, that's what it is all about this year, is coming from the heart. All right, let's see what else is in the crystal. Wow, okay. All right, so I'm seeing this visual of these unusual looking trees, really, they're almost growing sideways, and there's maybe they're blowing. They don't have leaves on them, it's just the branches. And it feels like a kind of a Gone with the Wind type of look, if you will. I think that's a metaphor for you all, and I'm trying to feel out how the Gone with the Wind could be a metaphor for some of you Pisces. It could be that you're feeling like, if someone would give me a good offer, I would just go with it. Or even a proposal, of someone you love, that you would go with it. So you may just, just a little breeze may allow you or want you to move forward like that. You're going to move forward with the Chariot card. Okay, any totem animal for Pisces for this particular month? I'm not really seeing a lot of totem animals this month. I'm not really sure why. Wait a minute, I think there's one. Okay, well, interesting. It turned from a dog to a bat, and I'm not sure, it might be interesting to look up bats. They're blind, right? Okay, so they don't see, they feel around in other ways. And how do they not use the one sense that we so depend on and still, you know, survive, successfully survive? So it may be that you use another sense or another way of looking at your life, or maybe your intuition is going to be higher because you can't, you know, you're not seeing, but you're using your gut feeling or your heart. Okay. And then I do see some fish in the ocean. Of course, that's your the symbol for Pisces. I don't see a lot, so it's almost like you are really, you're controlling your destiny. I know I talked about earlier the Gone with the Wind, but I feel like with most of you, and Gone with the Wind, that you know, just take a breeze for you to make a decision. But I feel like most of you, it would be a decision that would be, you'd be ready for. It's not something that's, oh, okay, I think I'll do that. I think it would be something you've either thought about, something that looks tremendously successful for you, or that you're just really happy and joyful for. Okay, Pisces, thank you so much for your time today. I hope you all have a wonderful month to month. If you'd like your own personal private reading, look at the Show More section below. There's a link to my order page. Have a wonderful month, like I said. Be well, take care, and know that for a lot of you, this is a very positive reading. So, you know, look up, see what directions you want to take. All right? Take care. Remember to subscribe. Be well, and I will see you soon. Bye-bye.